Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to deliver this news. I think this is fascinating. So, yesterday I saw this post and I thought that was it, but no, it actually looks like this is just the beginning. So, this is good news for RFK Jr. Check this out. Happening now. This is what Lauren Lee shared. She says Kennedy takes over Washington, D.C. Now, I think this is incredibly profound because I feel like RFK Jr. is amidst a lot of battles right now. And I think one of these battles is in a physical aspect of it. Like he's physically needing to go get signatures, he's physically needing to get on ballots, he is physically needing to do all of those things. And then there's another battle on this digital sphere, right? Because he needs to communicate with these media, these organizations, in order so he could get some airtime. And as we just saw in our video yesterday, CBS is manipulating and misleading viewers. They're misleading audiences. So now he has to battle that digital space as well. He has to deal with, sometimes algorithms are suppressing his content. We've seen this from Google. We've seen this from YouTube. You've maybe have seen this from TikTok. The only place that I believe you haven't seen this is on X, and I think that's good. But I think this is profound because I believe now he is transitioning from the digital into the physical through these buses, these campaign wagons almost. And look at this, only Kennedy can beat Trump. And I just think that is incredible. Look at these. These are going to be billboards, bus stop signs, screen displays all over the city. And look at this. Rumors are that similar takeovers will be soon hitting New York City and other East Coast locations. So if you are on the East Coast, I am jealous. I really am, because to see this would be so incredible. And look at this bus sign. Only Kennedy can beat Trump. And it's not just in DC, all right? It has already started. This happened today. This is in NYC. Look at this. This is also by Lauren Lee. She says hundreds of billboards, screens, and moving trucks with are blanketing the city with Kennedy support. Only Kennedy can beat Trump, it says. Now she also says, where should the takeover go next? Look at this giant, massive structure, this billboard. This is crazy. This is incredible. Now, I do want to answer this question, like, is this true? Is this false? Is this misleading? Only Kennedy can beat Trump because we know Kamala's in the race. But now, how serious is Kamala as a contender? Oh, there's also this video. That's so cool. That is so cool. Now, to answer this question, like, can Kamala actually win? Now, I personally don't know, but I'm going to go into different perspectives here. And one of these perspectives is from Link Lauren. He is incredible. This guy is so smart. He is so talented. If you guys don't follow him, I think everyone should. I think he always has a lot of really insightful and wise things to say, especially coming from, you know, my generation. I'm assuming we're around the same age, but look at what he says here. He comments on Kamala's virality, and I believe he discusses if that'll even translate to actual votes. Check it out.
I actually think the Kamala Harris campaign is making a grave mistake right now. They've got millions of eyeballs on them. Kamala Harris is extremely viral. But before I came on here today, I went to Kamala Harris's page. I went to the Kamala headquarters page. I didn't see any videos that actually spoke to the needs of the American people. It's great that Kamala's dancing, she's laughing, she's having a good time, she's talking about her favorite tacos. But the top concern for young Americans right now is home ownership. How am I going to be able to afford a home? We're also stressed about the national debt because that's going to fall on our shoulders, and we're $35 trillion in debt. Kamala Harris, she's curated vibes and aesthetic, but she's not really speaking to the needs of the American people. I would be making that kind of content if I were advising her campaign.
Yeah, and we already just discussed this in a recent video. Like, where does Kamala Harris stand, especially up against, RFK Jr. and Trump? And again, we weren't over here picking any sides, but we are trying to actually ask this broad question of where does she stand? What are her policies? Because again, she has the virality aspect of it. She is becoming popular on the internet. And you know what? Like, you could say that's good, right? Like, I wish RFK Jr. would be getting some of these views, right? I think that'd be awesome. But as of right now, again, like Link said, Kamala has curated vibes, but I don't know if she's curated any policies. I don't know if she's curated anything of substance, which now check this out. Like I said, I wanted us to go into some perspectives here. This is actually just shared from Timcast. Now they're discussing Kamala Harris's campaign, and I think this is really interesting because I don't know if this is a leak, but it looked like someone on her campaign doesn't actually believe that she could win. Okay? Now check this out.
Let's jump to the story from the Post Millennial. From OMG, O'Keefe Media Group. DNC compliance manager says Kamala is weirdly unpopular, won't win.
Sorry, not from her campaign, just from the DNC in general. So broad stroke, but let's keep watching.
In 2024, I like Kamala Harris, but I don't think she'd win this year. This is Joyce how do you pronounce it? DeCerce?
No idea.
Sure.
DeCerce?
Let's go Game of Thrones.
Yeah. In a new undercover video released by O'Keefe Media Group on Tuesday, revealed DNC and Kamala Harris campaign compliance manager, Joyce DeCerce, saying that Harris will not win this year, adding, she's weirdly unpopular. I like Kamala Harris, but I don't think she'd win this year. She's weirdly unpopular. I think a lot of that is racism and misogyny. And the vice president is so easy to attack, right? She doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of because she's vice president. She doesn't make laws. I agree. It's pretty interesting to see that internally at the Kamala Harris campaign, former Biden campaign, and at the DNC, this is not some low-level guy. It's not the highest level guy, but they're outright admitting what everyone feels. Kamala? She can't win.
By the way,
So all of this is really interesting. So obviously, anything can happen. It's still pretty early. We're in the last couple of days of July. Who knows what's going to happen over the next couple months? But it is interesting to see how there is almost simultaneously outrageous support for Kamala and still outrageous disapproval for Kamala. Now, I also want to share what Bill Maher said.
Kamala Harris, vice president, will get all of Biden's campaign money. And on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. And now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no fingers.
Okay, so clearly what happened in 2020, well, we're in a completely different election season. I do believe this is almost uncharted territory, but I still think the American people have some doubts on Kamala. And honestly, I spend a lot of time on this page just because I'm looking for their context. Their bio still says providing context. And like where? This has to be some of the most manipulative content I've ever seen. If you just scroll through her media, I swear so much of it looks like just like a simp Trump page. Right? Look at this. Nothing a lot of Trump, a lot of JD Vance, a lot of it. It is crazy. Yeah, especially this part. It is absolutely wild. And again, so much of it is just sound bites, right? But it's probably the opposite of context. So let me find a video. Let's see.
Calling you weird. Does that hurt your feelings? How do you feel about that?
No, not at all. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
Calling you.
Like, do you see that? That's just a random video that I clicked. And her bio says providing context. There's almost no context here. Are you kidding? Like, we'll watch it one more time just because it's so short and we can, but
Calling you weird. Does that hurt your feelings? How do you feel about that?
No.
the zooming Are you kidding? The effects? Like, what is this?
No, not at all. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
I just think your effort is so desperately needed to be used to talk about things that matter. Again. And right now, I think you're doing a great job of, getting the likes, getting the clicks, but I just don't know if that's going to translate onto the ballot. And you know what? I could be wrong. I really hope I'm not. I hope the American people are wise enough to actually vote based on policy, okay, instead of the person. So that's what I'm seeing. That is my perspective. I do agree with these perspectives that yes, only Kennedy can beat Trump. I believe it. I think it's real. And I'm so excited to see these billboards, buses, banners everywhere. I'm so jealous of the people who are on the East Coast. I think that is awesome. If you're there, take pictures because I think that is just so, so cool. But, anyways, what do you think about all this? What do you think about this new strategy moving from the digital into the physical where there are no algorithms and you could just go and see it for yourself? I think that's incredible. But let me know what you think. Let me know your perspective. Let me know your worldview. And let's elevate the conversation in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate your time so much, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to support what we're building here, please like and subscribe. It means a lot, and it really helps us out. And if you want to see even more content from me, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be sharing a lot more on there. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.